So time and time again, you hear people say they need to have $1 million, $2 million, $3 million to retire. Well, I recently found a video, and this channel is awesome. The name of the channel, I gotta say it, is Retire This Way with 500K, where someone at the age of 59 retired, well, obviously, with $500,000. That's it. That's all she had, and she retired. She's happy in her life. She's enjoying life. And in this video I'm going to react to, she shares exactly how much money she has in each account and how she did it and why she did it. This is a really, really interesting and inspiration video to a point where I just had to show it to you guys.
Yes, I did it. I just retired at 59 with a little over $500,000. My last official day of work was June 28th, and now I'm stepping into a brand new chapter of life. You might be thinking, can you really retire on less than $1 million? I think you absolutely can, but it requires a solid strategy and a disciplined financial mindset. And I'm here to show you exactly how I've done it. It took a lot of careful planning, budgeting, and saving, but now it's time to embrace the freedom and pursue my passions and spend quality time with my family and friends.
That is truly a beautiful thing. I love the fact that she said it was all about your mindset and discipline. That sounds really easy. To so many people, it's like all you need is to have the right mindset and be disciplined. That's it. That's not easy. What she did is really difficult for most people to do. To remain diligent, to remain smart, and have the right mindset and the discipline to continue to save. And in her case, right, she wasn't stressed out saying, man, I have less than $1 million. What am I going to do? How am I going to figure it out? No, she put things in proper perspective. Most likely she budgeted everything out to know exactly how far she could go with the money she has. It could be done. With smart planning, anything could be done. And obviously, it seems like she's proving it. That you don't need to have so much money in order to just retire. I love the fact as well that she's documenting this. She's going on YouTube now. She's being brave. She has over 16,000 subscribers. So it doesn't mean her life is over, right? She's just doing a hobby, and one of the hobbies is doing YouTube, and she's getting monetized for it. So now she even has a secondary source of income, which is really awesome to see.
I am living my early retirement dream here in Virginia. I'm single. I have an adult son who's serving in the Navy and living overseas. No grandbabies just yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to that someday. I retired in July of 2024 with a retirement portfolio of $513,000, and I'm proud to say I am completely debt-free except for my mortgage.
Now that's the kicker right there. The fact that she's debt-free. You see, so many people estimate they need millions of dollars because they're going to have all this debt. No, if you handle your debt early and you accumulate enough money to live off of, that's enough. Think about it. So many people could live off of just $3,000 to $4,000 a month. But right now, people are going to put down a comment, hell no, I live here, it's so difficult. I get it. First of all, you could move somewhere else where the cost of living is cheaper, but I digress. But with that being said, the majority of people's budget is debt, student loan, car payments. That's a huge bulk of people's budget. So in order to make that money stretch and make that money work, you gotta remove most of the debt that you have. You just, not even say you get rid of all the debt. The more debt you remove, that money that you're spending, right, to pay off debt, now you can keep it yourself to enjoy your life, to be able to survive without needing to have so much money in retirement age.
And I haven't included my home in my retirement portfolio because I plan to leverage that equity in the future if I need long-term health care insurance. If I end up not needing it, then when I pass, my son can sell the house after I'm gone and use that cash.
Now that is a nice thing to do. I like the fact that she's not looking at her home, the equity in her home as money, because she's living there. She can't tap into that unless she gets a HELOC, but she's not gonna do that, obviously, because she's enjoying life now with the money she has. Why add extra debt to make the situation worse? And for so many people out there, they say, I want to leave something back for my kids to try to save some money, do a 529 plan for them to go to college, but no, get a brokerage account for them, or just have all these things. In her case, she's like, listen, all I got is the $513,000 to survive. I might not have hardly anything to give to her kid, but at least I give them the home line of equity. That's really, really smart on her behalf. Extremely smart. Now, if I was her, I'll put that home in a trust. That way, when she gives the house to the kid, he wouldn't have to pay taxes. There's ways around that. Trust me. There's ways around paying taxes if you give that house away as a gift.
One crucial factor in my retirement planning has been my family history. Both of my parents passed away from natural causes by the time they were 75. Now, while I'm healthy and I live an active lifestyle, I'm also realistic about the future. I don't know how long I have. And I don't want to be one of those statistics of someone who retires at 65 and then keels over shortly thereafter. So here I am.
That puts things in perspective, right? That puts life in perspective. People think you could just live all the way to your 75s to your 80s. Some people, unfortunately, make it to the mid 50s, right? There was someone at my job, and I'm not going to say his name, obviously, or the place where I work at, and they were so excited to retire. And it's a sad story because what they were doing was they were looking at the retirement account, like the balance, see how much money was in there. And for some particular reason, this site showed how much money you could get from your 401k, which is interesting because it doesn't really say the withdrawal percent. It didn't say that. And they also showed your social security, but it was an estimate. A lot of these numbers were estimates. And he's seen those numbers and was like, I could retire. And when he spoke to someone, about a financial planner, they explained, no, that's not much money you could get. He wasn't even at the age to be able to get social security. It was just a mess. A few months later, he passed away. It was really sad and really unfortunate. And that put things to me in perspective. Like, tomorrow's never guaranteed. It's never guaranteed. You can't just keep on pushing and delaying and delaying. And then once you get to that age where you finally get to retire, enjoy your money, then what? Right? A lot of times you try to enjoy that money in your late 60s, you might not be in the best shape in your life. You might not be able to walk as much as you used to. You might need a hip replacement. You might need a knee replacement. You might just have so many health issues where all those things you delayed for, right? You said no to because you were thinking you could do in the future. Now you can't. So that's why for me, I just want to do something in life that I enjoy, that I truly enjoy waking up in the morning and doing. Not something where I gotta just grind and continue slaving myself and just putting myself in a position where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna delay all this happiness now and push it to the future because tomorrow is never guaranteed. And in her case, she's being honest about it. Listen, 75 years old, my mom and dad passed away. There's a good possibility I could be one of them. Hopefully not, but you never know. And it's rather, I'd rather play it safe and enjoy life now rather than just risking it and saying, well, I'm healthy now. Because you never know, man. You just never know.
Now let's dive into the financials. I am fully retired and not working any part-time jobs. I don't have any pensions, and my plan is to rely entirely on my retirement savings until I begin taking Social Security. To live comfortably, I estimate I'll need about $3,800 per month in after-tax income, though I could trim that down by about $400 if I need to. I plan to start taking Social Security at 62, which will provide $2,308 a month. When that time comes, I'll evaluate my financial situation, and if my portfolio continues to perform well, I might postpone taking Social Security to increase my monthly benefit.
Man, this girl got some options. She has some wonderful options. I mean, personally, I would take my Social Security out to age 62. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to delay it because who knows how long it's going to be around. Right now, I'm 40. Yeah, no, I'm at that age. I got to do the calculation. I'm 43. 20 years from now, right? 19 years from now, I don't know if it's going to be around. I might as well get the money as soon as possible. But for now, I plan my retirement as if I'm not going to get it. So even though, once I get to that age where I can take it, I'm just going to take it because I never depended on it anyway. So it's just going to be extra. That's just how I see it. It's just going to be extra. But in her case, she's just being really smart about it. She's just extremely smart with how she's handling her money. I'm really, really impressed. I'm really impressed on how she's doing this.
So that's a snapshot of my retirement situation. Let's go a little deeper into the numbers. I've divided my retirement savings into 3 categories. Bucket 1 is the cash that's immediately available. This bucket has $33,950, which includes my checking savings account, my emergency fund, and the uninvested portion of my health savings account. My plan is to maintain this bucket around $20,000 to cover monthly expenses and emergencies. Bucket 2 is the income bucket, and it's designed to provide a steady income stream and holds a total of $201,000. It's a mix of pre-tax and after-tax funds invested in high-yield CDs, currently earning between 4.5% and 5.5%. This setup should generate an average of $10,500 of income per year over the next 2 years. As the CDs mature, I'll likely move some of the funds into Bucket 1 and also some into Bucket 3. And Bucket 3 is the long-term growth bucket. This is where the bulk of my pre-tax retirement funds are invested. It's totaled $278,703. It consists of a mix of moderate to higher risk investments in index funds, exchange-traded funds, and also includes the invested portion of my health savings account.
Now, wow. The thing I love about this is this just shows you that this is personal finance at its finest. There is no blueprint for that you could follow that everyone could just follow and it works. Everyone is doing it based upon their risk level, based upon, how long they expect to live, the things they want to do in life. And I've never seen anyone do it like that. Explain it with 3 buckets. I learned something from this video. Like one bucket to just have like the cash. And then the second bucket was really interesting. She had CDs, and once it looks like she had like a CD ladder situation going on here prior to this point. And then she decides when it matures, put some on an emergency fund and some back into retirement. She has an awesome system in place where it seems like it's going to be really difficult for her to run out of money. She already said all she needs is $3,800, and she could cut that down $400 even less. Living in Virginia, and from seeing that picture, that looks like a beautiful house or an apartment. I don't know what it is, but it looks really, really beautiful. The cost of living in Virginia is not as low as like some places. It's pretty high. It's really high from what I believe in Virginia. If you guys, if anyone out there lives in Virginia, drop a comment down below, let me know. But the beautiful thing is how she has a plan and she's executing her plan perfectly. Emergency fund. Money to just in the second bucket with the CDs and whatnot, and it was maturing. And then pre-tax, oh man, she has everything laid out. So this proves, guys, with some, as she said, financial discipline and the right mindset, you can make $500,000 last for who knows how long. But if she's spending $3,500 a month for extremely long. And you heard what she said, in case people are out there like, well, she has alimony or she has this. No, she says she has no other form of income. Until now, obviously, because she's doing pretty damn well on her YouTube channel. So I'm pretty sure now she got a additional side income that she never expected. Because people who do YouTube videos never expect to get monetized. And in her case, she got monetized and now she's getting additional income. So that's just the awesome, beautiful thing about YouTube and content creation. You just share your story, you educate people, and at the same time you get paid for it, and at the same time you're helping people, making people understand, like myself, that you don't need to have multi-million dollars in order to retire. But me, it's a competition. It's a competition for myself to try to accumulate as much wealth as possible. I don't have a number where I'm like, once I reach it, it's over. I just want to just be excellent at whatever I do, right? I just battle myself every single day, try to be better and better and better. I don't put myself through no crazy amount of stress, but I just say to myself, I just want to be the best I can and see what happens. So I never set a certain amount of number I want to reach in order to retire. Because once I reach that number, I'm not going to stop. Because to me, life is a journey. It's not a destination, it's the journey. And I just love grinding, working, learning, growing. That's my thing. And the more I do it and the more I accumulate in that process, the better I feel as a person. And at the same time, the better it will be in my account. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please take the time to leave a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.